Yesterday we have learned all the basics of Python, right? Can anyone tell me what we have learned yesterday? Hello, respond. Hello. All right. I'll give a small recap of yesterday's topics. After that, I'm gonna start the today's class. Screen. Who was making that noise? Okay. Let's fastly revise what we have learned yesterday. Yes. Here we go. We got into we got to know what Python is, why we need to use it, and what were its features and uses of the Python. Right? Guys, can you respond? Are you able to understand anything?
Um,
Sorry? Do you remember anything like what we have learned yesterday? Yeah, guys, sorry. Yesterday, what we have learned what is Python, Python's history, and what are its uses, whereas applications of Python, right?
Yes, ma'am. Features of Python
Yeah.
and differentiation between a compiler and interpret.
Have you guys understand the topics? Yesterday's topic?
ఓకేనా? ఇంక నుంచి ఆ ప్రాబ్లం ఏం రాదు, ఒకసారి కావాలంటే చూసుకోండి. ఇంక నుంచి అది రిమూవ్ ఆప్షన్ రాదు ఇంకా మీకు. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, మీకు ఇంకా రిమూవ్ ఆప్షన్ అనేది రాదు.
Fastly, I'll revise all the topics now. Just listen. Actually, Python is a high-level interpreted and dynamically typed language. And yesterday itself, I have told you like how we used to like derive Python. Like Guido van Rossum has invented Python in 1991. Like he has started working on Python in 1980s, but it got implemented in 1991. Whereas he was very famous scientist. Like he used to be watching like some series of Monty Python Flying Circus. It was a comedy show in 1970s. So he was very addicted to that show and he was a big fan of that show. It was very creative and it consists of some random things. So even Python is very creative and it's an interesting topic. That's why he has named his language as Python. When we get into the history and versions, we have currently we are using two versions in recent days. That is version like second version and third version. At current, we have 3.11, that is 3.11th version. That was the current version of Python we are using, and 3.12 version is gonna available from the next year. And let's come into the features. We can see that it was very simple to write the code and easy to learn, whereas it has a richest library. It is portable, like we have the shortest code and it was simple to manage. And it can be used in any other programming languages also. It can be team up with any kind of programming languages. Next. Where is this? I'm sorry. And it's an interpreted language. Like we can compile a code line by line so that we don't get any runtime errors. We can easily solve the runtime errors also, where it can be run through any kind of platform. It's a platform independent, like we can run in Jupyter, IDLE, or on any kind of online compilers. Okay. Next, applications of Python. We know we use it in web development, like creating for web pages, like game development, and even we use it in data analysis, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Whereas we use it for education and learning. Like we use it for many of the platforms. Mostly we use in many sectors nowadays. Are you getting me? Guys, are you getting me? Respond. Do you have any doubts in yesterday's topic? If so, let me know. Anyone? Okay, chalo. Let's get into some other topic. Let's get into the new topic, how to install Python. It's just simple. You can see here, like we have to open our browser. Right. Someone has came with. Someone has joined. Like you can see here, just open your browser and type Python download. You'll get the direct Python website. Like I'll show you, wait. Download. You go to this website, click on like download Python 11.5. It was the latest version of Python, and you can see here the development version is 3.12. As I told you, it is gonna release in next year. So click on Python download. You'll be getting downloaded. Simply, I already have. Wait, I'll tell you. Actually, I have this. If you wanna know whether you have a Python install, if Python has installed in your laptop or PC, you just go to command prompt and just type Python. You will get the version of Python which was installed in your laptop or PC. Like you can see on the screen that my current in my laptop current version is 3.71, which I'm using now. After downloading Python, just give the requirements which were needed to it. Like instalize the customization. Just add Python exe like extension to Python. After that, open step number, like open advanced options and check them all. Like you just tick them all. After that Python will be installed in your laptop or PC. Next, close that process and start opening Python IDLE. It is IDLE. It's the place where we gonna run our code. It looks like normal page, like normal Word document or something. You can run your code here. You can start writing code. Like yesterday we have written something, right? Print Let's write hello world program for today, for now. Print hello world. Run. Just click on F5. Before running, you have to save the program. You just save in some folder which you wanna save it. I'm gonna save it in a folder called Python 2023, which I have saved yesterday. You can save in any kind of folder you want. Save as. Now you will get that. You got printed with hello world statement. Guys, have you got it? This is how we gonna work with this Python ideally. You got to know version, how to check the version of your Python, which was installed on your laptop or PC. And you got to know how to install Python. I hope you got it, right? Guys, please respond. Okay, let's get into. Guys, do you have any doubts in installing Python? Actually, it takes some time. That's why I haven't installed in my laptop. I just showed you the downloading process, and you have to customize the options. You have that's clear, right? Just click on install. It will be installed with Python ideally and Python shell. Any doubts? All right. Let's get into the next topic. Before getting into the next topic, let's do some more exercise, one more exercise. Let's write one more program. Guys, are you getting me? Here you can go with, let's go with the input and output. How we gives input and how we get the output. You can see here input function is used to give the input, whereas print function we use for giving output, for getting output. It's clear, right? Where input function is a kind of function we use for like we give some data as an input through a keyword. It gives an output through the print function. I'm sorry. Yeah, it gives output through the print function, whereas we give input through the input function, where data, the assigning data will be variable. You can see the syntax here, var name equals to input. Input function returns string value. Let's implement as a program here. Let's open ideally. You can, I'll show you how it works. Let's open ideally. Control C. Sorry, control. We give input as some students. Okay. You can see here it was printed as student. This is how the input and output statements gonna work. Here. Sorry. I told you, right, how I even just now I have showed you how the print function is gonna work. How it shows the output on the console. For example, let's take this program. Let's execute here on IDLE platform. Okay, enter. Mute yourself. Guys, don't create any disturbance. Okay, let's run this program. Okay. Sometimes it shows an error. It's all right. I'll be taking new one. I'll be adding to practice. Same. It will show sometimes error. All right. Let's carry on with the remaining topic. If we enter these data, we used to get like sometimes our ideally or any kind of consoles like Jupyter, it may show some errors. Even there's no error, it will show some errors. But don't worry, it will be okay if we have refreshed the pages. You can see the output, like if we enter this data, we get enter data as something like if you have entered 100, it will be displayed as 100 and it will enter the type of data, what type of data it is. Like we used to give data types in other languages, right? Before itself, we used to give them the data types in other languages like Java, C, C++. We used to give data types before the function itself, right? Before the variable. Sorry. That's how we give the data. That's how it in other languages it used to work in other programming languages. But here we can instantly get the data type just by using type keyword. You'll get to know in the further classes what it means. It supports all type of data. You can see here it supports all type of data, whether it is data types like whether it is low. Who the one? Can you put yourself on mute? It doesn't care whether it is a Boolean type of data or any complex type of data, or it's a string or it's a character, whatever it is, it just gives the data type to us. When we enter some data, it just shows the data type of the data by using type keyword. Same, you can see here it is a float type of data because it is written after like 0.2, like 10.02, which is in the point format. It is said to be a float data type. You can see here we got a Boolean data type. True or false statements are said to be Boolean. And here we got int data type. This is a numeric data type. Let's know about the comments part. Actually, comments part is most important part of this Python programming because it gives the reader or the programmer to understand the code in the simplest way. Because comments have the most content, like what we have done before, what we have done in this program. It consists of everything in comments, so that any programmer, any new programmer comes to that project or to the one gonna see that code, they're gonna understand what they have used in that program, what they have done in that program. It will be easy to understand. But in Python, comments were ignorable part of this program, Python programming, it is ignored, comment part is ignored by the interpreter. So it makes the code readable. And we have three types of comments. One is single line comments, which is indicated with hash. Like, I'll show you. Hash. Hash, it's a, what can I tell, what can I take? Local, variable or something. We can specify what we are gonna do here. See here, it doesn't displays anything. Comments were not at all considered in this Python programming. Even we can, if it is a multi-line comments, we can write them in triple quotes. Just like this, how I have shown here, how I have written here. This is the way to express the multi-line comments. And document string comments. This is a kind of comment where we use underscore to display these kind of comments. We'll write the document here, and we'll be displaying with those underscores before and after the document. Guys, are you getting me? Hello? All right. If you have any doubts, ask me without any hesitation. I can clear them. No doubts, right? Can I carry on? Yeah, sure. Thank you. We have completed till comments, right? You can see here This is the way we can represent comments. Actually, I have told you before how we represent comments. This is how we represent comments. Hash is used for single line comments, and this triple quotes is used for print like multi line comments, and underscroll is used for document docstring comments. Let's get into the keyword topic. Guys, do anyone knows about the keyword? Does anyone know about the keyword? Anyone? Okay. Keyword are nothing but they are reserved words where we use, like we have like user defined and predefined keywords in Python. Before we use them already, those are predefined keywords are there in Python where its meaning is already defined. We can't use keywords where we use in as variable names or method names. We can't use any kind of keywords. That point was very important here. Like we don't use any keyword in the place of variable name, method name, or any identifier. If we even use it, compiler will, interpreter or compiler will not accept while we are coding. It shows an error. We have nearly 35 keywords in Python at currently. Like they are and, as, assert, avoid, break, class, continue. You can see class, you can get class in OOPS concept also. Global, prem, for, finally, false. These all are the keywords in Python. Where for importing keyword, if we want to get any keyword from the keyword, if you want to get any keyword, there is no need of uh, remembering all of them. You can just use this option like keyword.kw list. You can remember this code I'll be doing here. Just remember this code to get any keyword. You have to save it. Save. Sorry. Indentation errors may occur sometimes. somewhere we are getting an indentation error. These are the comments you have seen, right? These are the comments. I told you before, like we represent them as single line comments with dash. It was showing an indentation error. I don't know where I have committed a mistake. I was checking it. It was showing error. Okay, let's leave it and get into the topic. Like by placing this code, we used to get keyword. Someone is joining. Okay. By using keyword.kw list, we get a keyword. We get all the keywords here. Like I have shown you 35 keywords, right? You'll be getting all of them. Let's get into the variables. Actually, what is a variable? Variable is just a name that is used to refer the memory location where we can store different types of values. Like it is also known as an identifier, and it uses it used to hold the values. Like variable is just a name where we used to store, like it's a memory location. It is a storage space where we can store different type of values. Like it may be in string form or all the data types, like or any kind of data values we can store in this integer, character, boolean, or anything. Any kind of variable will be stored here. And without declaring a data type, Python is as smart as it is very smart enough to get the data type of the variable without giving a data type or type of the variable. It can easily get the type of the data. Next slide. Variables and also variables names can be group of both digits, like you can see. This may be in digits, or those may be in letters, whatever. It is considered as variable, but they have to begin with a letter or underscore. It was the main rule of the variables. It should begin with letter or an underscore. Rather than those two, variable cannot be accessed or variable cannot be returned. And these are case sensitive. Here, capital R is different from small r. Capital R is considered as a different one, and small r, like capital R, which is written in the capital as RAM, is considered as different, and which is written as in small letters as RAM, it is uh, taken as different variable. And one more thing, let's take an example like name Rahul. This Rahul is considered as different, and capital, like let's take small r, Rahul. This is considered as different. Are you getting the difference? Guys, are you getting the difference? Anyone? Any doubts? Guys, any doubts? Pardon?
Ma'am, can you please explain us keywords again?
What is? Sorry, I can't hear you. Tell it clearly.
Ma'am, can you please explain again keywords, ma'am?
Keywords. Okay, sure.
Yeah, ma'am.
Here you can see that keywords are the reserved words, ma. Like they are predefined, and we have predefined keywords and user defined keywords. Actually, we have 35 keywords which are already predefined. These are the keywords which we have, which we use, which are predefined, and we know you can see here class, definition, delete, elif, else, lambda, none, try, true, pass. These all are already defined keywords. These are predefined keywords, and keywords are also case sensitive, whereas keywords can be like they can be used in different phases. Like we can't use them in variable names, method names, or in identifier space. In these three phases we don't use keywords. We can't use keywords. We get an error if we use keywords in these phases. Okay, let's do it. Just a minute, ma.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Here we use print keyword.kw list. This is the print statement we use to get the keyword list in Python. You can see here by running that code, we get the whole keyword list of 35 keywords on our ideally platform or on console. You got this right? This is the code for printing the keyword list. There is no need of remembering all the 35 keywords, but you can get that keyword whenever you want by using that code which was shown here. This is actually, I told you, right, this is the comment line which I have shown, which I have told you before. It's a single line comment. What we have done in this code is just importing the keyword and printing the set of keywords in the version like keyword.kw list. That's all about keywords. In simpler way, we call them like keywords are like some reserved words which meaning is previously defined. It's predefined by an Python interpreter. There's no need of redefining its meaning again. Let's get into data types. Now, before getting into data types, there are multi-words in keywords. They are camel case, Pascal case, and snake case. The words which we write, like if we have this sentence now, like let's take a notebook, notepad. Let's take something, what can Python. Okay. Python is the interpreter. Programming. Language. So here, what it shows like in camel case, what happens means in camel case, let's take camel case. In this camel case, this Python, like Python is here, right? Python is the interpreted programming language we have taken as a sentence. Python will be as it is, but the words beside the Python, like from the second word, we will get capital letters. We'll be writing in first letter as in capital. And interpreter is printed as with capital I. Program is printed with capital P, like this. In camel case, first word will be completely in small lowercase letters, and the other words will be printed with first letter capital in a whole sentence or in the whole paragraph. This is called camel case. Next, for example, let's take example. Example, let's take name of the student. In camel case, we write it as name, capital O, the student. Next, in Pascal, next case is Pascal case. Let's take the previous example itself. We get all the words in a letter, like all first letters of the words in the sentence as capital, like name, student. Pascal case, we get every word with a capital letter. Next, let's go to snake case. Snake case. Snake case. In snake case, we use underscroll to divide the sentence. Like, let's take some, whatever it can be in capital or small, it never consider them. Let's take name, underscroll, or the student. This is how snake case will be implemented. Where Pascal case, in this case we write every first letter of every word with capital letter. In camel case, we write capital letters for every word except the first word of the sentence. I hope you got it. This is all about multi-word keywords. Okay. Guys, have you got this? Snake case, Pascal case, and camel case. Okay. Let's write a program for assigning single value to a multiple variable. Hashtag, I'll write a comment here. Assign single value to multiple variables. Now we gonna like assign a single value. Let's take some 50. Let's assign to ABC. Equals to, sorry, B equals to C equals to some 65. Enter. Print A, enter. B, enter. And C. See here, it was printed for 3 times. 65, 65, 65. A, B, C. This is program for single value to multiple variables. We can assign a single value to any number of multiple variables. Or else if we wanna assign, like let's write a program to assign multi-values to multiple variables. Assign multiple variables. This is how comments will be useful. Like what we are doing, others get to know what we are doing, like what we have done in the programming. Let's take same x and y, x, y, and z as the variables. X, Y, Z. It was very simple that you can do coding just like how we speak, like just our regular English. We can do coding in Python. Equals to, let's take 20, 30, 40. Now print X, print Y, print Z. Let's run the code. Okay. Okay. Let's give some parentheses. You can see here. We got printed with both of the things because we haven't changed our ideally to a new page. You can see we got printed like 65 for the 3 times and values of x, y, z 20, 30, 40. Like it is one is of multiple values of multiple variables, and another program is multiple values with single value with multiple variables. Guys, have you understand these two programs? Sure. Let's get into data types now. It's all about variables. Variable can be any type. Maybe it is number, numeric, or string, or it's a character, whatever it is. Okay, let's get into data type. There are many sorry, there are many kinds of data types in Python. Like we used to store the variables will be stored in those data types. Okay guys, let's continue the data types tomorrow. It's already late. I'm exiting the class. It's been 8:30, right? Have a good day, good night. You can exit from the class. Let's see the data types tomorrow.